Good evening. It is Monday, June 15th, 6:30, Kearney Board of Aldermen meeting. Call meeting to order. Shirley, have you had a chance to take roll?
I did take roll call. Everybody is present, and you do have a quorum.
Great, thank you. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay. Well, Marie Steiner is
missing.
Is absent. And would you like me to read?
I'm sorry.
Yes, before we do the pledge, I'm sorry. Let's, if you have a statement to read for her.
With the COVID-19, with social distancing, it would be difficult for me not to shake hands and hug those who I've served with. Therefore, I've decided best for everyone if I'm not attending this board meeting this evening. I'm grateful for the recognition with the resolution recognizing me for my service to the city. I've enjoyed every minute of my time as alderman. We leave behind a footprint each time we step out into the community to serve, and I hope I have left mine. Alderman Marie Steiner, April 2014 to June 15, 2020.
Before we do the Pledge of Allegiance, I would just like to publicly thank Alderman Steiner for her many years of service to the city of Kearney. I think she displayed herself as a very good public servant to the Kearney community, and I for one, appreciate her service to the city of Kearney. Would any of the board like to share any comments?
I would. I think she was a wonderful woman. She truly cared about Kearney. Besides being on the Board of Aldermen, she also was with the Kearney Holt Can group. She also was part of MARC, the Solid Waste Management Board. She also did the Senior Center Board of Directors. She did so many things on the side in addition to being an alderman. And I would like to recognize that and say it was an honor to work with her this last 6 years.
Is there any other comments from the board?
I would like to kind of piggyback that. It's always wonderful to have someone with class and grace that knows how to talk with constituents and to fellow aldermen in a way of trying to get things done. And I thought Marie did a fantastic job with that. Reached out to the community. She's working on the way signs and different projects and was always committed to those things. Yes, I thought she did a fantastic job as an alderman for the city of Kearney, and look forward to having her back on some other board in some capacity for our city soon.
As the newest member of the board, I had only had an opportunity to know Marie for a little over a year, and I was so impressed with her professionalism and her thoughtfulness, and I personally learned a lot from her in the way that she looked at things. We didn't always agree, but as I told her, that's okay. We didn't have to always agree, but I always appreciated her comments. They were well thought out, and I enjoyed sitting next to her.
All right, thanks, board, for those comments. And Jim, I think it is appropriate, even though Alderman Steiner's not here with us this evening, as you mentioned and read her statement, I did ask for a resolution to be prepared in recognition of Alderman Marie Steiner. And I will mention that part of the resolution is I do plan on providing her a key to the city, but that will be at a future date when I can do that and provide her that honor in person. You could read the resolution, please.
A resolution recognizing the contributions of Alderman Marie Steiner to the city of Kearney. Whereas Marie Steiner served on the City Recycling Committee in 2011, responsible for successfully gaining voter approval for curbside recycling, implemented in July 2012. And whereas Marie Steiner was appointed to the Planning and Zoning Commission by Bill Dane in November 2013. And whereas in April 2014, Marie Steiner was elected by voters to serve as Alderman Ward 2 and was reelected by voters in 2016 and 2018, serving 3 terms of office. And whereas April 2014, Alderman Marie Steiner was appointed to represent the city on the Mid-America Regional Council Solid Waste Management Board, a position she has served these past 6 years and is serving currently as president. And whereas during her tenure, Alderman Steiner has participated in the process of constructing Watson Drive to 19th Street, was committee chair of the Communities for All Ages program, securing a gold level status for the city, did support the restoration of 103 East Washington property to expand the Kearney Historic Museum, helped secure grants for the electronics recycling container and 2 grants for recycling informational campaigns to raise awareness and improve understanding of the city's curbside recycling program. Participated in and supported the city's 2016 comprehensive plan update. Supported new engineering studies of the city's wastewater treatment plant and system, culminating in the design, financing, and construction for a new headworks and grit removal system. Supported the financing and design of West Creek Phase 2 sewer interceptor, which provides gravity sewers to potentially 2,000 new building lots, and relieving 2 existing lift stations from the system. And whereas Alderman Steiner supported the police training room, evidence room, and police squad room projects, supported and participated in securing grant funding and financing for the 92 Highway Sidewalk Project, supported and participated in securing grant funding and financing for the Clear Creek Pedestrian Bridge Project, supported the skate park and pickleball court projects, supported the acquisition and remodeling of 103 West Main Public Works Building, and supported and participated in securing grant funding, voter approval, and financing for the I-35 and 19th Street interchange, now in design. Now, therefore, the Mayor and Board of Aldermen do resolve that the City of Kearney does commend Alderman Marie Steiner for her outstanding achievements and her commitment as an excellent public servant. Furthermore, in honor of her many contributions, the city does bestow the key to the City of Kearney to Marie Steiner. And Mr. Mayor, that would need to require a vote of the board.
All right, Board, you hear the resolution. Can we entertain a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Thank you for that, Board. Next, we need to accept the certified election results. Mr. Administrator?
Mr. Mayor, enclosed in the agenda packet in 1B are the certified election results from the Clay County Board of Election Commissioners. They read as follows. Alderman Ward 1, 2-year term. Jerry Spencer, 348 votes. Chasten Parks, write-in, 150. Write-in others, 4. Alderman Ward 2, 2-year term. David Lehman, 185. Marie Steiner, 152. Alex Porter, 129. Write-in, 7. Question 1, extending Alderman term of office to 4 years. Yes, 248. No, 742. Mr. Mayor, it'd be appropriate for the board to make a motion to accept those results and make them a part of our minutes of our part of our minutes.
Board, can we entertain a motion to accept the certified election results as read?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose?
Mr. Mayor, I do...
Before we do the oath of office, Mr. Administrator, I would like to sneak in the Pledge of Allegiance since I skipped it at the beginning.
Yes, sir. And
we
then I'll
could
move the flag back out here.
Yeah, so if we could please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I think I'd like to move it out here. We're going to do a camera shot of it.
Thank you for the reminder, Jerry.
Want anything? trembling.
I probably should have a scout tell me how to do this. Okay.
Got at least three of them in here.
So, I think if Jerry stands right where she is, and David, you stand right here, I think we'll still be safe to social distance. And if both of you guys would.
All right, so we'll move to oath of office.
Oh, sorry. Okay, any of you guys raise your hand? Do you, Jerry Spencer and David Lehman, solemnly swear that you possess all of the qualifications of alderman as prescribed by law, that you will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Missouri, the provisions of all laws? You guys can come up if you want to. If you want to. Provisions of all laws of this state affecting cities of this class, and the ordinances of the city of Kearney, Missouri, and faithfully demean yourself in office, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations, both of you, and thank you for your service, and, please sign those oaths of offices, and we'll keep them on file here.
I would
Sir.
hold on 1 second, here's the newspaper.
No? Oh, you can have David's old seat.
Would you like a picture of them before they sit down?
Am I hiding out of the black? Am I out of the picture?
Pose? Huh? Huh?
You just raise your hand. Just raise your hand.
And Mr. Lehman, you can take your place at the podium.
Thank you, Jim. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right, board, at this time, we will take consideration to elect nominations as the board president. Does anybody from the board have a candidate that they would like to nominate for board president?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to nominate myself to continue as board president.
Do you have any other nominations from the board? Okay, do we have entertain a motion to call, or just call roll?
Call for a vote.
All right, call
All those in favor, oh, yeah.
for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Mr. Board President.
Thank you.
All right, next is election for the planning and zoning representative. Do we have any nominations for that representative?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to nominate myself to continue in that position.
Okay. Any other nominations from the board? Let's call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I'd like the board to consider my reappointment of Jerry Spencer to the Kearney Chamber Board Liaison. I feel Jerry's done a phenomenal job in that capacity. Are there any other questions, nominations for that position? If not, I'd request a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then I'd like to approve my reappointment of Dan Holt as the Park Board Representative. Any other nominations or discussion from the board? We could take vote on that position. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations to the board on your positions. We'll move to the consent agenda. Board, in the consent agenda, you see the Board of Aldermen meeting minutes, the warrants, bills presented for payment, and the resolution authorizing Gilmore and Bell the engagement letter for the bond compliance. Any questions or discussion on the consent agenda? If not, if we can entertain a motion to pass as presented.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda passes. Under mayor's remarks, the only thing I will mention is, late this afternoon, early evening, some of you may or may not be aware that, Clay County Public Health Center did send out an amendment to the Recovery Phase 2, Step 2, effective midnight tonight. They will, amend the order and, allow up to 50% occupancy to the authorized building, fire code occupancy, really kind of relaxing still some more of the occupancy limits to retail and restaurants. So I just encourage our residents to continue to stay up to date with the Clay County Public Health Order. They have a really good COVID-19 dashboard on their website that goes into more detail and has a lot of data and information there. So that does keep Clay County in line with the city of Kansas City, and with that expiration of July 5th as of now. That concludes Mayor's remarks. We'll move to the Administrator's report.
Mr. Mayor, I have no report this evening.
Okay. We have no public requests or petitions. We have no public hearings on the agenda. We have no old business, but we do have some new business to discuss.
Mr. Mayor, you're seeking the board's approval of reappointments of Lisa Cheesebro and Tiffany Kirkland to new 5-year terms expiring December the 1st, 2024. Also, the mayor recommends the reappointment of Zoning Board of Adjustments alternate Dolores Schott to a new term expiring April 1st, 2023. Dolores has served as on the Planning and Zoning Commission from 1991 to 1994 and was chair from February of 93 to November of 95. And I'm just going on that. Some folks may not remember that far back, but she lives in Regency Park, and she's also recently served on the Community for All Ages Committee, so she's knowledgeable with city affairs.
Yeah, I'm obviously recommending reappointments to Lisa and Tiffany. I feel they're great assets to our Parks Board and have done a phenomenal job, as well with Dolores on the Zoning Board of Adjustments. Are any questions or discussion from the board on my reappointment request? Seeing none, can we entertain a motion to approve my appointments?
Make a motion to approve the appointment.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. We'll move to Alderman discussion. Alderman Spencer?
Yes, I would like to mention that the Jesse James Festival has postponed their milestone 50th anniversary, 50th festival until next year. With all the recent restrictions and the possibility of a second wave of COVID-19, they have rescheduled. Instead of having a so-so year with concerns, we're hopeful that the 50th event, which will now be next year, will be the biggest and the best that the community has seen.
Great. Do you have anything else?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I would like to say I'm delighted to have the honor and privilege of representing Ward 1 for 2 more years. I appreciate the trust that they put in me to be their voice. I also would like to thank my opponent for running a clean and classy campaign.
Okay. Alderman Holt?
I just want to welcome David Lehman to the board. This has always been a fantastic board to serve on. we may not always agree with one another, but after the vote's over, we always stay friends. And, your vote is very important to you and very important to the city, but it does not define how we interact with each other. So, I'm very proud to have you on the board serving with us, and that we can continue to serve Kearney in a great way. I know that you have a lot of ties to this town, so you have a lot of invested in your decision, so thank you.
Alderman Barger?
I would just like to mention that we, obviously, as we went through tonight, we have a lot of boards, the city has a lot of boards, and we're always looking for people. I know the mayor's put out a call to ask for, people to volunteer, and so I just would like to encourage more people to become involved in city government, and volunteering to be on a board is like a really good place to start there.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Thank you. And Alderman Lehman?
Thank you. I just, first of all, I want to thank the voters, Ward 2, for allowing me to represent them for the next 2 years. It's an honor and very humbling experience. I'd like to thank my family for allowing me to take the time away from them to serve on the board. But most of all, I want to thank the mayor and the rest of the board. It is an honor to be able to serve as Board of Aldermen. I look forward to the next 2 years, and hopefully I can bring some added benefits to the board from my past experience, and again, I'm looking forward to the next 2 years. So, thank you.
Yeah, great. You know, we're looking forward to working with you, David, and as you mentioned, we all bring something a little different to the table. So I'll echo what Alderman Holt said, that, you know, we may not always agree. You know, we all represent different people in the community, and but at the end of the day, I'm proud of this board, and I look forward to continuing working with the board. So that concludes Alderman discussion. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Everybody have a good night. Thank you.